Alright, what's going on guys? I just hit Iridescent on Rebirth rank. It's been a crazy grind, I can't lie. I hit Crimson in Modern Warfare 3 Season 4 and now BO6 is about to come to an end and I'm finally Eerie. Alright, so let's get on with the video. We're going to go through some gameplay here and I'm going to show you how I made it to Iridescent as an anchor. Alright, by no means am I a pro player, but I hit Iridescent, so I'm just going to give you my best tips and tricks that help me hit this rank. Alright, so first off, my strat is to land Water Tower as an anchor. My teammates will land prison, usually showers or kitchen, calf, and just work around priz, try and get kills. They are fragging and I'm anchoring. Pretty simple. I mean, I'm at about 9700 SR right now, so 300 off Eerie. Currently Crim 3, and basically as soon as I land, my only objective is to loot. Hope to God I find a munis box and just try and get loady for the boys. As you can see, we're getting close and we have the money. We're gonna hit the buy as soon as possible. We like to drop our loadout right at that kitchen window, and basically if I can find an SMG, a ground loot, I usually like the PP, the Ladra. All those guns are really good because as an anchor, I'm going to grab my 8 attachment kilo and just get up on top of the water tower, make sure I have a self-res, make sure I have a munis box. Now I'm going to be just set up there looking for picks and looking to keep the squad alive. Now if you didn't find a munis box, definitely get your teammates to drop their extra cash and try and buy one. You know, it's 4,000, just loot up. You need one as an anchor on that water tower. I'm telling you, they definitely come in clutch. Obviously a util box will be huge, but they're hard to come by. Anyways, as you may have noticed, I found another munis box at the bottom of the water tower, so I keep that in mind. I'm gonna end up popping my first muni box here, so I have ammo on reserve. I can go back down to the water tower and grab that other munis box. Now you can't hear my comms right now, but as an anchor you need to always be calming with your team. It's a very important tip. If you see one go down or if you see their health get low, you need to get ready to play life. You know, as you can see, if I'm on top of water tower here, I have a self-res, I am set up in power position, I can be a little more aggro, but the TTK in this game is very fast. You can die very quick even with a self-res, and especially in these sweaty lobbies with Eries and Crims. So you gotta be careful and just get ready to lay prone if necessary. Wait till one of your teammates are back and then you can continue to chow or peek. And as for contracts, guys, we usually like bounties. Bounties usually go pretty quick on Rebirth. As you may notice, this one did not do so well, but it's definitely a great way to get your money up quick. Contracts are super important and you want to keep that cash flow going. And as you can see, I'm challenging a guy on top priz, but both my teammates go down. And I do calm out that I noticed that there's someone below me. And honestly, I don't really know what that guy was doing. He just flew off the tower. It's an easy pick. And there's one kill on the board. Now, as you can notice, I'm running tempered, but my plates are going pretty quick. I got chowed a few times, hit with a few bullets, and now I need plates. It's a good thing there's usually a lot of chests around that water tower that regen. So getting plates can be pretty easy, or just remember at the start of the game, if you notice any plates lying on the ground and you were already full, keep that in mind. You can always drop 5 plates at the top of the water tower and then go down, loot up another 5 plates, and then come back up, and those 5 same plates that you drop will still be up there, so those are extra plates that you can have. And another quick tip, if somebody lands on your tower while you're looting, if the chopper is on the helipad, you can always take that straight up and just chow them. Odds are they won't have good weapons or barely any plates, so usually it's an easy kill and you can get your tower back and gain power position once again. Another solid tip is if you don't get loady, you can still anchor at the water tower. Preferably try and find a decent AR and a good sub, some plates, and you already start with a self-res, so you're pretty much doing pretty good. You can be up there for a while, lay some shots, try and get some elims, and just keep your squad alive. And my teammates are dropping some, and as you can notice, we just squad wiped an Eerie team, so yeah, that was pretty easy. I remember actually calming to my team here that yeah, we just wiped an Eerie team, we got to get moving, let's get an advanced UAV, we got good cash flow. Don't just wait till fire sale, try and get one up as fast as possible. In these lobbies, in these Crim 3, Eerie, Amateur Warzone Pro, in these sweaty lobbies, advanced UAVs are so important. It gives you a lot of info around the map, keeps you safe as an anchor, and allows your team to push and frag out. So as soon as that advances up, you're gonna work that tac map, see what you're working with, gain all that info, and we noticed that pretty much everyone's on the outside of the map, not too many people close. So I'm gonna head right back up to the tower, and as you can notice, I tried climbing that ladder on the chem bio side and I got shot at. So I obviously head back over to the priz ladder and it was free, so all good. You know, a lot of rats like to watch those ladders, the whole game and just make sure you don't climb up that ladder. Obviously, in certain scenarios, you can take the chopper and just fly up. I like to ditch the chopper. I don't leave it on the water tower, so it's kind of a one and done situation. So anchoring is much different from fragging. You know, it may get boring from time to time, but you just got to keep working that map. Try and get elims. Notice if people are flying in. Try and get free picks from across the map. I use the Kilo with the 3x Willis scope. So honestly, I'm just shooting at everyone, not scared to waste my bullets. I have a munis box in pocket, so I'm firing on all cylinders, trying to get elims, trying to get picks, trying to get kills for the squad. This Lodi is actually pretty free, so it's crazy the amount of picks I got on that Lodi. It was a good game. Definitely off to a great start. Not too many teams have died just yet. You know, you can see it a lot in these sweaty rank, high rank lobbies. Like sometimes you get the fire sale and there's still 13 teams left, and sometimes you get the fire sale and there's literally 4 teams left, which could be a good indicator that maybe there's a rage hacker in the lobby or just a few really sweaty teams. So you can see I'm getting my picks here. I'm shooting at everyone. Bunch of guys landing on that Lodi, just free SR. You just gotta be weary of your plates, you know. Notice when you're getting low. Know when is a good time to go down and loot and get some plates. Because at the end of the day, it is Rebirth, and a lot of the times when you drop down and get plates, some other guy can land up or a full team can push. It's Rebirth, man. Things happen quick. Like I mentioned earlier, a great thing about the water tower is those chests usually regen and always a free plate in there. But yeah, and I'll be honest, guys, I don't have the best gunny in the world here. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I'm not a fragger, but I definitely know my role as an anchor, and you just gotta have good reads on the circles, know when to play your life, know when to loot, know how to dodge precision airstrikes, and always be calming to your teammates. Tell them when you're in a tough spot, talk to them, see if they're in a tough spot, see if you need to play life. If things are getting hot and you're looking to loot for some plates, maybe it might be a better idea to just lay back, go prone, and not be so aggro. Now we'll go back to precision airstrikes. So PAs, they may seem hard to dodge, but once you get used to the water tower, it's pretty simple to pick up on. Now I would say for the most part, most diamond, crims, and higher ranked players will always be aware of their minimap and checking their minimap, but I still do it. It happens. I mean, yeah, it happens to the best of us, but you always gotta be aware of your minimap. And when a cluster strike comes in or any kind of airstrike, you'll notice that a red ping will appear on your minimap, a little circle. It'll flash a bit, so it tells you where the airstrike is coming from. Now these are mostly for PAs because those are a lot harder to dodge. So for example, if you notice the PA on your minimap is coming from harbor on the water tower, you want to lay prone up against that industry's no-name side. Wait for the first hit to come. If you notice you don't get hit, just stay still or move around a little bit, but stay prone. And I promise you, you'll always dodge it. I mean, like 9 times out of 10. There's the odd time that you might get hit, but like I said, if you have your self-res, you're good to go. And now that fire sales come around, this is the time when you need to lock in. Get your UAVs, get your muni boxes, get your self-reses, get whatever you need and get geared up, because this is not the time to die. This is the time to stay on top. It is so hard to regain on Rebirth. So this is about the time where you need to start thinking, where are we going to rotate? How are we going to play it? Start to try and pick people off rotating in. And at this point, there's usually around 7 to 8 teams left. Like I said earlier, you never know these days. Like sometimes it's 4 teams at fire sale, 13, whatever. But odds are, if there's only 5 to 6 teams left, they're gonna be pretty sweaty. And obviously, once Rebirth is disabled, you want to try and get closer to your team. I know I was anchoring at a water tower the whole game, but this is the time where I need to start stacking. We need to start figuring out a game plan. And obviously, kills are super important. If you get a knock, try your hardest to get that finish, because you know that he's out the game, and then that person or that team has to buy them back. So unless you're set up at this point, a lot of teams usually die around this time. So like I said, you just gotta be dialed at this point. You just gotta be dialed in. Don't take stupid chows. Play extra aggro if you know you're gonna get that kill, or hawk them down. Calm with your team and stay close and get ready to tighten up. Now obviously, like I said, you want to stack with your squad at around this time, but some games may be chalked, and there's been plenty of games I went positive by just chilling in the water and waiting for top 6, waiting for top 4, which is totally fine. But the number one thing, the number one priority should be getting power position. Try and get an idea of where the zone might pull next. Places like top pris, top control are huge power positions. And in certain cases like this one, you know, low ground might even be a huge power position. And the thing about these lobbies, guys, in Crim and Eerie, everyone knows how to play a heady. You get on one of these box headies or catwalk or or even a rock heady, they're very hard to chow and it's hard to kill people, man. So as you can see, we're almost positive here. So yeah, before we get to the end here, I'm just gonna let a couple minutes of the gameplay play through. It's nothing too crazy here. I'm just trying to hold off a guy at Indy. I get clustered. I gotta rotate to my teammates at Priz. I do end up picking up a kill from a guy flying off the water tower. So obviously, once I get with my team at Priz, it's time to set up for the end game. We definitely notice it's not the greatest pull, and there's a lot of guys tunnel and low ground. It's actually pretty crazy too. I set a couple blast traps on prison buy earlier, and yeah, I got the knock for it, got the kill. I actually threw a nasty thermite there. Yeah, I mean, we kind of had a bit of rough positioning here, you know. I ended up getting caught from the right. I guess I didn't peek full right there. I didn't even know he was there. The boys are definitely in a tough position. We ended up clutching up top 6 and eventually top 4 there, which was pretty huge. Pretty unfortunate set of circumstances there. But you know what? The boys fragged out. I had a good game as an anchor. And when it's all said and done, it was a really good game. You know, you can't win them all. And honestly, the best way to grind and gain SR quick is getting those top 4s, getting those good kill games, and getting those 50, 60, 70, 80 SR games. But yeah, it was my first time hitting Erie, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope all these tips and tricks help you guys, you know, for BO7. Obviously, Rebirth ranked is almost done. BO6 is almost to a close. But we out here, man. We're going to try and grind for top 250 maybe, or at least try and get Erie again for BO7. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support. Peace out.